Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are doing the reverse. Like I said yesterday, we did the new future team with the new tech trunks, and now we are running the new Zamasu team as well. I hesitate to call it the new Realm of Gods team because I'm taking advantage, shall we say, of the secondary part of Zamasu's leader skill, where we are able to run extreme type units on the team as well, and I've brought Turles as a support unit. Very bad starting rotation because unfortunately the Topo and the West Kai are both very good support units for Realm of Gods, but they don't give key. So West Kai gives 40% to attack and defense and a 7% chance to crit, and then Topo gives 35% attack and defense, but neither of them give key. And neither of them link particularly well with Zamasu when it comes to key. West Kai has Godly Power, which is a nice link for him to pick up. But yeah, not the best. So we want to have our double Goku Black rotations, essentially. Well, Black and Zamasu. So I've got Ink Goku Black for the other rotation. I've brought STR Rose as well because he is a unit that does very, very well on this team. So it's nice to see him putting out decent numbers again on a 170 team linked up with Zamasu. And then of course we have Turles as well for some extra support. So 1.5 mil, not terrible for the first appearance. So if we go over Zamasu's details a little bit, he is of course the 170 HP and attack Realm of Gods leader, 130% defense, 3 key, or extreme types, 3 key, HP attack and defense, 120%. So he does immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. He gets attack 100% and reduces damage received by 40%, and then he recovers 7% HP when HP is 70% or less. So I think he's a little bit better than Trunks in his first form. But to be fair, both of them are pretty average. Like, if they didn't have their transformations, they definitely wouldn't be anywhere near as good as they actually are compared to other Dokkan Fest exclusives. But here we go. So we get the transformation straight away, which is exactly what we want here. Let's put you in the first slot since there's only one attack there. So once he transforms into the Merge Zamasu, he does immense damage and greatly lowers defense with his super attack. He gives himself 2 key and 120% attack, so especially with a good link partner, it makes it pretty much impossible for him to not super attack, which is really, really good. He still reduces damage by 40%, and he now recovers 10% HP when HP is 80% or less. So the fact that they have some built-in healing is very nice. Of course, in Goku Black got the type disadvantage super, but his super attack animation is really cool. I've always liked the lightning attack anyway, and the cool little portals thing at the beginning is a nice touch as well. So then, of course, just like Trunks, once we get to the next turn after transforming, we get the ability to use his active skill and transform into the corrupted Zamasu form, which, as I've said before in the past, I'm not a huge fan of that design. Like, I really, really like the design of Merge Zamasu, but yeah, I do not like the half jello purple man form. But we are of course going to use it in the video because the super attack animation for the transformed state is awesome, and definitely want to show that off in the video. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and then we'll give you this. So just like yesterday's one, we've just hopped into the new boss rush so we can take on the Super Boo event. Just because it's so long, it's not one of those events that you can get a bunch of crits and just take it out in a couple of turns. So that allows us to see all of the transformations, and we should even get Ink Goku Black's transformation as well. So, but yeah, 2.5 million on the attack stat with Topo on rotation for support is very decent. The friend is 79%, mine has 1 dupe, so 69%. What's he going to take from a super attack here with that damage? Wow, 1,700, so very, very good. So in short term, like in a Dokkan event like this, Zamasu definitely has a little bit of an advantage defensively over Trunks. He's probably not as good offensively, But then, of course, Tech Trunks, as we all know, in longer events, he has the ability to stack his defense up so ridiculously high that he's not going to take any damage. So that is very good. So we're going to keep transforming the Zamasu until closer to the end. So let us... Actually, let's do this. Yeah, they don't... Rose and... sorry, Goku Black, should I say, and Turles don't share any actual attack links outside of Fierce Battle, so we can do it this way. Because the first slot's only a heal, so don't need to worry about taking a hit there. I mean, even in Goku Black, up to 1.7 million pre-transformation, which is pretty decent, considering he is considered to be an underwhelming Dokkan Fest exclusive. Obviously, the damage numbers aren't there, but that's because the Super Buu event, he has very, very good damage mitigation right up until he becomes the STR Super Buu. So, can't really complain about the actual damage numbers. And yeah, 2.1 million on my Zamasu with the one dupe, so I would say that is very, very decent. And yeah, double digits. Excellent. So, Turles, I bet Turles is going to be the one that gets the super attack at the back here, isn't he? Of course he is. Of course he is. 97,000, I guess that's not terrible. I mean, both our Zamasu's heal. So you see there, we get a nice little bit of extra healing. Let's see what Rose can do here. Let's just save those. Save those up for Topo. So 2.6 million. So considering how old the STR Rose Goku Black is, that's a very nice attack stat. Of course, bear in mind all the things that Rose does as well, buffing your allies, debuffing the enemy. Now that he's super attacked, Zamasu does a little bit more damage as well. There was a time before some of the newer units came out, and you guys that have been around the channel will remember that I vehemently campaigned that STR Rose was one of the best TURs in the game, just because of the sheer amount of stuff that he can do. Of course, now we have quite a few units that are a little bit more OP, but I still think he's very, very good. So now we're on to STR Super Buu. He's basically got full health. So let's go ahead and use our transformation here for Zamasu. So this is my Zamasu, one dupe, and we'll go ahead and transform. So this animation is awesome. I actually like his animation more than Trunks's. I was never a huge fan of the end of the Goku Black arc with the Spirit Sword and the weird like dimension sky Zamasu, but I do like this animation as much as I don't like the corrupted form. That animation and his super attack are very, very good. So once he transforms, he now does immense damage and massively lowers defense. His passive, he now gives himself 4 key, 280% attack. So huge attack boost. He now only reduces damage by 20%. But he now also disables the enemy's guard, so he'll be able to attack through type disadvantage. So basically just means he'll be able to do decent damage to tech units. And then he also gives superclass allies attack minus 10%. So you have to be a bit careful when you're team building with him. Wow, 3.7 million attack stat. And look at that. Look at this animation. I love the eye. Massive punch. Nice. Huge damage. And that attack stat, one dupe. One dupe in this guy. So, super attack with type disadvantage, 20k. Get out of here. So, okay, next time we've got... Oh, Turles is going to transform, typical. I really wanted his support passive to be active for this, but okay. Okay, Turles, you do you. And thwart me at every turn. So, right, let us drop these. So what I'm going to do, I did this in Trunks' video yesterday. Let me transform so I don't forget. This is actually my second attempt at recording this because I completely forgot to transform him in the first one. But I want to do what I did with Trunks yesterday. And we're going to transform this second Zamasu. But we're going to use the item that changes orbs randomly to AGL and gives an attack boost per AGL orb obtained, which is the Chilai item here. So 5% attack. So the effect doesn't stack. You can't get an extra 5%, but it will change orbs again. So I really need it to change those int orbs, actually. Come on. Okay. Whoa. Oh, okay. So we're going to pick up an entire field of AGL orbs. So it's going to be goodbye STR Super Boo, I think. So obviously this is an unrealistic attack stat for a normal run of like a Dokkan event or boss rush, but I just wanted to see how stupidly high we could get him up to. So imagine if Turles wasn't transformed as well. 6 million attack stat, okay. 6 million. So yeah, if Turles wasn't transformed, there'd be another 40% support on top. So he's just going to come in, 4 million damage, no crit, goodbye Super Boo. So there you go. So this is the team that I've been having a lot of fun running at the moment with the inclusion of the Turles. I guess you could also run Kid Boo, who technically is the better support unit as long as you're above the 80%, and then he drops below what Turles gives. So Turles is more consistent. Of course, this is a very Zamasu-centric build, because I wanted to use him and the friend on main rotation. Obviously, as a Realm of Gods leader, that team has a very wide scope of options. You can even choose to run a Zamasu lead and a UI Goku lead. And then, say you didn't pull Zamasu, you can have your UI Goku on one rotation with somebody like Jiren or Tech Vegito Blue. And then have the friend Zamasu on rotation with Goku Black or LR Black and Zamasu, somebody like that. And then Realm of Gods doesn't have the biggest selection of support units, which is why it's nice that we can include Turles as well. So been having a lot of fun with this team. Obviously, when we go ahead and do the Realm of Gods Super Battle Road, we can't bring Turles, so that team will look quite different. But I'll definitely be doing some Super Battle Road videos with these new teams as well. So let me know what you think of the Zamasu and of the team in general. What team are you running with him? Be interested to see your team builds in the comments down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.